so plan for today is number one is going to be a meeting to go over our YouTube strategy for Runners Connect. It's kind of funny. We're sitting on like 11,000 subscribers thereabouts, and we do like absolutely nothing. So it's kind of weird to have that many. That's not like a ton of subscribers, but it's not bad either. So we're going to kind of formulate our strategy for that moving forward. I'll be doing some of that work. It's kind of funny for your CEO to be doing like dabbling in so many different things, but when you're a small, lean business, especially in tough times like this, just kind of what you got to do. I'll be filming a couple things myself for Runners Connect. Then got a Zoom call we're doing something called a 6-week speed boot camp. Basically, because our training plans just aren't really selling right now, haven't really been selling well for about 6 months because all the races are gone. If you're selling a training plan for like Boston Marathon right now, people just aren't really down for that. They don't really know if it's up in the air. They don't really know if it's going to happen. So we did we did this thing called focus groups, new product that we launched just this month, where basically people will focus on a specific thing that's not a race. So we did like a speed development one. We did one we called Bulletproof, which is basically like working on injury prevention, strength training, just to get to the point where you're more injury resistant and just a stronger runner overall. And then we did like a women's specific group for the ladies to kind of have their own little crew, and a few others as well, but basically just all focused on something that's not, train and then run a race, because that's just not really on people's minds right now. We think there's definitely an explosion in running happening, but it's just not quite hitting, like we're a little too downstream right now. So anyway, we're trying to focus on some other things, but one of the things that we do with those groups, we wrote custom training for them, and especially like my speed group, because the one I'm doing just made the most sense. But we're doing a weekly Zoom call with those groups, so I'm going to be doing that tonight. Hopefully get a lot of people to show up. Last week we had quite a few. Just kind of a fun chance to hang out, ask me some questions, kind of really get to know people, and have more of like a group community setting rather than just like people online who just have like a profile or just have their running times. It's really a chance for people to get to know each other and really have some social interaction with other runners, which is something I know a lot of people aren't able to get right now because like running groups aren't meeting, and training clubs and all that. So, and then last thing is my first run in 5 years, which is not true. I have run probably about once a month on average for the last like almost 5 years. May 2016 is when I retired from track, and since then it's been probably about once a month on average, but like really no training, nothing specific, 30-minute run, like I said, once a month or so. I'm very out of shape, and I have some big goals moving forward, running and otherwise, but running is definitely part of that, so it should be fun. Is it a good flashy video? We can't just think about is the quality high? I mean, all that stuff matters, of course. The editing, everything matters, but
come here, Luca. Here. Come here, little buddy. Come here. Good. Heavy squats. Heavy squats.
gonna take it over there. I'm too self-conscious.
Drop.
Yeah, you're like in some of the shots, but not the others. All right, well, 37-17 at baby pace. Very, very much baby pace, but I guess we got to start somewhere, so that is all good. Actually felt surprisingly good. Really not bad. New shoes felt pretty good. Got the Hoka, what are these? The Speed Goat? Yeah. First time ever running in trail shoes. 22, 23-year-old me would give myself insane amounts of shit for wearing Hokas. Because the first time I saw them, I was just like, these are moon boots. These are a joke. No real runner would ever wear these. So I wouldn't be caught dead. And here I am, 31 years old, wearing fucking Hokas. But they actually felt really good. Run felt good. Boys did pretty well. Right, Luca? Rails following me, wondering what the hell's going on. But really not a bad start. Just I have to be careful with my calves. Most importantly, the funny thing is, like, from a fitness perspective, I'm actually going slower than like than I could. Like, I could run a 37-minute run at an easy effort, probably a decent bit faster, but I just have to be so careful with my calves, like my Achilles. It will just like totally blow up if I'm not careful. So got to start like crazy slow, probably just gonna start like every other day. And I think within a month or so, I'll be built up to some decent training. I'll probably get it back fast, but I have to be so careful with my fragile calves. But hopefully all the trail running and the strength work and everything will pay off and get back into it. Let's go. Rail this way. What you got? Come on. Hop in, boy.
Come on. Taking your sweet time. Let's go. Come on.
Good boy.
A little chicken.
The other thing was, I know we incorporated some hills this week, and pretty much everybody's done their hill workout. I know that was a tough one for sure. When you're doing hills, if we give you a pace, you know, like that's going to be one thing on one hill and one thing on another hill. So it's so dependent on what like your incline is and all of that. That it's, like I said, this is super tough. I don't blame any of you for this at all, because it's just a really difficult thing to get your mind around. Now it's time for a workout in my excellent home gym, aka the bedroom. Alright, YouTube, that'll do it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. Really appreciate it. See you next time.